in a time like this. And I'm like, why shouldn't we discuss about finances? You are in school. That more you gave you admission, what did you use to buy your jam for? It's money. Now we all know that even in being in school, sir, you will need finance to strive. To even get your first class that you're earning, you need finance. So while I was a student, now permit me to use vernacular in communication. Amen? Amen. Are we together? Yes. Are we together? Yes. This is an interactive section, right? So, poverty sat me down. Poverty gave me lectures on lectures. In fact, I don't know, poverty had one particular lecturer that they allocated to Maxwell to teach me lessons. Now, I was aiming to become a better student, to possibly make my parents proud, come out with a better degree, but there was one particular aspect of my life that I neglected, and that was the financial aspect of my life. And the truth about this matter is that if you neglect this financial aspect of your life, you will definitely pay for it. You know, while preparing for this lecture, I stumbled upon a research that was done, and that is, do you know that over 95% of students graduate broke and remain broke after 1 to 2 years of graduation? Are you aware? Some time ago, I stumbled upon a post on WhatsApp from a friend about what the World Bank was predicting, that in 2025, I don't know if you guys saw that, in 2025, the poverty rate in our country, Nigeria, is going to increase. And that is the truth. Why won't it increase when we've not set up systems to enable us to understand finances? There are systems to help you build your faith. There are systems to help you build your purpose. There are systems to help you in your academics. But I've not seen systems to help us understand finances. Ask the average Nigerian student, do you know about income? The only income the average Nigerian student understand is the pocket money that they give you. Many of us, if I ask you now, do you understand what is called black task? Your uncles are not sending you money. Your uncles are not sending you money. The assignments that we are doing to cash out, they know they. So how are we going to fend and feed ourselves? That was when I became intentional about paying attention to my finances. Now, I asked the mentor, so I want to be intentional about my finances. And he told me, Max, you have to read books. And I'm like, okay, which books are we going to start reading? He mentioned a lot of books, Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, and some books on psychology of finance. I said, no wahala. Before I teach this, I don't like those people that will come on stage and claim I read 200 books in a year. Sometimes it takes me 2 years to finish it. My aim is not to plan for myself that I finished a whole number of books. My aim is to learn and understand what the book is meant for. So I have to take courses on finances. That was when I started understanding that as a student, we need what we call emergency fund. Now, I believe from what I'm seeing here, I can easily say that we are plus or minus 20. But the truth about this matter is that out of these 20 people, 10 of us don't even have a single fund. Don't even have an emergency fund. We all pray that God helps us become wealthy. Now you see why many students are broke. Now, if you want to succeed in any place, in any industry you find yourself, the first port of call, the first area of assignment is to understand that industry. Truth or yes? Truth or yes? If you want to get first class, do well academically. You will ask questions. What are the things I can do to get first class, Abi? To make sure that what I read, I understand. The one I can't understand, how do I cram it so that I can go into the exam hall, Abi? But now, have you asked yourself, we all aspire to be financially stable and have financial freedom, but we do not have the understanding of how to handle our finances. So how are you going to build the company? By just guesswork. This is why many of us are. that is why we are bringing this teaching to us in a time like this. So I want you to make sure you came with your pen and paper. Every single thing you are going to learn. Now, I learned something from Jesus. He said, happy are you, blessed and envy are you when you apply the things you have been taught. Someone said something some time ago. He was addressing to us as leaders that many students are chronic learners. We learn, but we don't apply. The benefit does not come from the learning. It comes from the application. Are you with me? Everything that is going to be taught today, many of them, you are aware. But you just want to throw your mind to become intentional about these things. So in the course of this teaching, pay no attention to distractions, and please give us your undivided attention because we are about to learn on finances. There are concepts of finances. Please keep me time. There are concepts of finances that we should debunk. There are understandings and teachings on finances that we should take away from our lives. When I started paying attention to my finances, that was when I had discovered that, my goodness, someone taking away my money, not my village people. Are you with me? We all have money, that's the truth. If someone is sending you 10,000 every month, Papa, you get money. But the question is, do you know how to utilize your money? Not many students understand this. So please, I want to officially welcome you. NSP Impact Seminar, April edition. Theme, building financial foundations for students. Please and please, make sure you pay attention to all these things. And lastly, before I leave here, that is the mantra we live by. Please can we stand? Please. So we are going to make speak to ourselves. This is the mantra we started in the last seminar. If we are at the last seminar, please can you wave your hands? You are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome. So I believe we all know this. I'm going to, when I shout NSP Impact Seminar, you are going to respond by saying, trust me, I am making an impact. Now, if I shout NSP Impact Seminar, hit your chest. You're not talking to me, you're talking to yourself. It's an affirmation to redefine your mind. Are you with me? Remember, our goal is to transform you to become a world changer of integrity that will ultimately lead the social economic transformation of our world. Can we do this? Now that's the first line. Now the second line, if I shout NSP Impact Seminar, now you say, I am a world changer of integrity. Of course you are. Beating your chest. Now the last is, if I shout NSP Impact Seminar, you now say, now this one is quite long. You now say, trust me, I lead the social economic transformation of our world. Can we do this? Can we do this? Please, I need your response. Let's be live with their youth here. Can we do this? Alright. NSP Impact Seminar. I have seen someone that is not moving his mouth. NSP Impact Seminar. Sit down, can we go again? NSP Impact Seminar. Now the next line. If I say NSP Impact Seminar, you say I lead the social economic transformation of our world. Can we do that? NSP Impact Seminar. I lead the social economic transformation. I said, I lead the social economic transformation of our world. Whatever industry you have, in finance, in education, you have the culture, you are leading. So can we say that? NSP Impact Seminar. I lead the social economic transformation of our world. Of course you are. Now the last but not the least, if I shout NSP Impact Seminar, now your response. Now I want you to beat your chest boldly. You are not speaking to Maxwell. You are speaking to yourself. Trust me. I will do what? Now, who took the note when I was giving the last line? So what's the last line? Trust me, I lead the social economic of our world. Trust me go again. NSB Impact Seminar. Thank you so much. Please can you sit down and take some questions that you want. So my name once again is Maxwell Friday, and you are all welcome to this session. Thank you so much.
Please can we put our hands together? Are we angry? Can we please put our hands together? Don't fight now. You're all welcome. Okay, so my name is Glory John, and I am privileged to be your anchor for today's seminar. As we all know, our theme for today's seminar is what? Our theme is what, please? Our theme is what? I can see how quiet and coordinated some of us are. Just be getting ready because I can see you. I'm seeing your faces. So just be getting ready because I am coming to you very soon. We're all welcome once again. So we'll be diving into the student discussion. And our topic we'll be looking at is financial discipline achievable in a university? Is financial discipline achievable in a university? Let's analyze it. Glory, is financial discipline achievable in Michael Okpara University of Agriculture? For me personally, I have sat down to make out plans financially as a student. And truth be told, it has not been well. It has not. So each time I end up, telling myself I'm going to be disciplined, this is what I'm going to use my money to do, this is what I'm going to do. At the end of the day, I will just go to the hall, to my lecture hall, and the next thing I'm hearing is, we are going to be paying the sum of 2,500 for this, for that. And at the end of the day, I will have to go back to maybe a certain amount of money that I have kept aside, to do something good with it on the long run. But let's see how it goes. I'm going to be asking some of us if truly financial discipline is achievable in university. If you've been able to discipline yourself financially, apart from saving, apart from, saying this is what I'm going to use this money to do and this is what I'm not going to do. So I'm going to be pointing some of us. So those persons that were not smiling and those persons that were not talking, just get ready. I can see one brother bending his head down. I can see one of us bending his head down, and I'm coming to you right now. I hope you're ready for me. I can see a leader. Are you ready? And this brother is actually looking good. He's putting on a white trouser and a white shirt. Brothers, are you already smiling? Okay, so please can you answer the question? Personalize it. Is it possible? Financial discipline, is it achievable in the university?
Good morning. Is financial discipline achievable as a student? For me, I'll say yes. It starts by setting structures and finances.
Yes. So have you had any financial discipline, like so far? Have you? So please tell us more about it. How did you go about it?
Okay, personally, though it's still a work in progress too, I discipline myself financially is, like I said before, you set structures around your finances. When the money comes, personally speaking for myself, I'm into a business as well, so when I get the money, I just divide a portion of the money. Some goes to the business, some goes to savings accounts. I lock up some savings in Obe, some goes to school and billing, some goes to like impromptu expenses, emergency expenses. So funny enough, I'm still working on it though. I have separate accounts for these expenses. Though sometimes school can make one put hand in.
Yes.
important. We have all been there before, so that's my take. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you so much. Please, can you give the mic to our brother, the one sitting next to beautiful lady there? No, this. You don't? Sorry? The question, I said, is financial discipline achievable in a university? I want you to personalize it. It's not possible. Okay, why do you think it's not possible? Please, can you use the mic? We can't hear you, please.
No.
It's not possible. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Okay, moving on to the next question. Can you really save as a student? So please, when you get the mic, I want you to introduce yourself so I can get your name. Okay, please, excuse me. Please, can you give the mic to our sister there? Please, your name. Tell us your name. Can you really save as a student?
I'm Chimezie Santos.
Okay.
To answer your question, are you really save as a student? I would say yes, but serious discipline is needed to be able to save as a student.
Okay, you said serious discipline is needed. Serious discipline. Okay. Can you just break it down a little?
Aside school and these related expenses, there is the need or the urge to splurge as students and as young people. We want to visit the most trendy fast food, most trendy restaurants, have the best of everything, dress, hair, and everything in between. But you can cut some of those things. You can decide, you know what, I will be eating out maybe 2 times in a week or once in a week, and then the rest of my meals I will prepare by myself. It's sort of like budgeting, which leads to saving as a student.
All right, thank you so much. And lastly, to our sister, please your name and thank you. Can you really save as a student? I can't hear you. Answer your question. Why?
Unless you have another means of income, if it's only your parents or your guardian sending money for you, or who are pay that and the rest.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, I'm also going to answer that. Can I really save as a student? Honestly speaking, it has not worked for me. It has not worked. It has not worked. And I'm happy to be here because just like the team says, building financial foundation for students. So of course, I believe that at the end of the day, I should be able to, learn some things about, being financially disciplined and the rest of it. So please, I want you all to sit back, do well to write, no distraction. Just like our host said, the benefit doesn't come from learning, but applying what you have read or applying what you've written down. So don't just write. I urge each and every one of us that even when we get back to our hostels, our lodges, or wherever we go back to, please do well to apply everything you have learned here. And I pray that at the end of the day that we all have testimonies to share. Thank you so much. So moving on, we'll be inviting our first lecturer, our first speaker. So personal finance isn't just about money. It's about mindset, discipline, and making informed chances for the finance. Today we are privileged to be learning from someone who embodies all of this and more. A man who has consistently inspired students to rise above limitations and live with purpose. He is a first-class graduate of mechanical engineering, a podcaster passionate about transformation, a motivational teacher whose words sparks action and clarity. I'm sure some of us are guessing who is this person, right? Are we already guessing who this person is? Are we guessing who this person is? Okay. He's the president and founder of the Nigerian Student Podcast and the general coordinator of the NSP Impact Seminar, a platform that is empowering students to lead change one idea at a time. In the next 25 minutes, he will be teaching on a foundational and powerful topic, which is understanding personal finance. So, ladies and gentlemen, with a standing and clapping ovation, let's make welcome a trailblazer, a voice, a man of deep insight, in the person of Mr. Maxwell Friday.
Thank you so much. Please, while standing, it's a part of standing, alongside each and every one of us to learn and communicate. As I stand before you, I am also learning. You guys have given me the opportunity to learn and grow. Without you guys, I wouldn't have learned about personal finance. So while standing, I want you to also please stand. Please, if you are sitting down, stand. It's not easy to stand before you. It's not right. It's not easy to stand before you. So please, if you want me to stand for you, also stand. So look at the leader beside you and tell him or her, are you ready to understand your personal finances?
Are you ready to understand your personal finances?
Some persons did not participate in this activity. Ask the leader beside you with boldness and confidence. Please sir, are you ready to understand your personal finances? So what's the response? That's your lie. Some person did not respond. But please sit down and kings and queens that you are. All right, thank you so much for having me. By His grace, I am Maxwell Friday. The other things she mentioned, well, everything wasn't by His grace. So today I'm going to be teaching us on personal finances 101. Now, why we brought in this topic in a time like this, and also for this thing, is that for us to scale or understand all the topics that will be coming alongside this thing, understanding debt and other things that comes with finance, the first line of action, if you want to build anything, business, life, career, is that you must understand personal finances. So now, I just wrote down, while I was doing a research on what is this personal finances that we are all talking about, I have a question, if you don't mind, because I want this section to be very, very interactive. You learn from me, I learn from you. Can we do that? Can I get 2 volunteers, please? 2 leaders, please. Let's be fast. I work with time. Please, I beg you. Just 2 leaders. If you know you're a leader, I just need 2 persons. I will be needing volunteers, so just get ready. Please, can you hand over the mic to this person? Now, when we were introducing the team for the event, I shared with you the research that was done, that over 95% of students graduate broke and remain broke after 1 to 2 years of graduation. And that is the truth. The other time I went outside school for the project, and I got to meet an excellent lady. She graduated from this school. What she was holding on her hands, I wanted to know my mom. She was holding POS. I wanted to look for. Now, I have a question. Be honest, why do you think many students, in fact, many students graduate low? Why do you think many students graduate? Just say from your mind.
Okay, for me personally,
have the financial intelligence, to handle the things that are coming to them outside school.
Thank you so much. Please put your hands together for these leaders. It's not an easy stuff coming to stand before things and things. Now, why many students are good is that we do not have financial intelligence. These things are not given as grace when you enter the world, you come with financial intelligence. For you to be intelligent in any way, you must submit yourself to them. Now, I'm going to share what I'm about to teach you from experiences and from my life. I'm not those guys that will come and motivate you and I start a business with two naira and with 2 million. No. I was once like you. I was very, please forgive me, there are words that English cannot quantify. I was in Ishige poverty. I was broke, but I was handling it with ease, so that my fellowship people will not cast me. I graduated from this great citadel of learning, broke, having nothing in my account. Now, I paid attention to learning how to communicate. I paid prime attention to learning and understanding my course of study. But you see, the financial part of my life, the financial intelligence, I did not get. So I was living on, if my parents was not saying I would do assignments for my classmates. And those kind of students that whenever lecturer gives assignments, and I'm like, thank you, sir, for giving that assignment. Because when people are seeing problems, people are seeing headaches, I am seeing opportunity. Very, very good. Something happened. Some of us think that what we need is more money into our account. But wealth is not built by just having more money. Wealth is built on understanding. I was reflecting, something happened in my life that taught me a whole lot of lessons. 2021, second semester, 200 level. Now, I'm not saying this to brag, but in my family, nuclear family, second semester 2021, I was the richest. I won an award, $500, 2021. So if you press plus and minus to cash out everything was 250,000 naira. Man, that time it was money. Because then 500 naira is not it. But now, if you ask me, Maxwell, what happened to the money? What business did you build with the money? The truth is that I cannot give an account of what really happened to the money. What I received was 194,000 naira. I was even scammed by my friend because I didn't understand how to cash out dollars to naira. You see that now? You see that now? You will always pay for what you don't know. That's the truth. Even someone that I housed scammed me. So when I received the 194,000 naira, come on, in my family I was still like a big boy. Don't talk to me anyhow. Even my family was not talking to me anyhow. The money dried up because of what? Lack of understanding. So what I'm about to share with you are my years of research on understanding what can we do as individuals in school, as students, to move ourselves from becoming the level of greatness to having what we call financial freedom. It is done. I've seen people do it. I've seen students in my department do it. And it did also affect other areas of their lives. The academics on point, spiritual life on point, financial life scaling. While I was suffering, looking for the nearest uncle or the nearest assignment to do. If you know we are in the same frequency, please wave your hands together. See, some persons are not waving their hands now. But if I ask you if you have up to 100,000 in your account, you know. Many of us don't even have it. But don't worry, we will learn. So now we're talking about personal finance. What we all came with our writing materials. Because by God's grace, she said the first lecture, I've been able to learn some discussions and some definitions of dished out. So please make sure you grab as many as you can. I just have limited time to make us understand. Now, what is personal finance? I kid you not. To excel in any industry, you must understand what the industry is all about. So to excel in finance, our first line of action is to handle our own finances. To handle our what? Own finance. If you don't know how to handle your finances, it will be difficult for you to scale a business. So now, personal finances, if you are writing, please write this down. Personal finances refers to how, now, if I say I, put your name there, personalize every decision or every training you are going to get tonight for this morning. Personal finances refers to how Maxwell manages his money, how he earns it, how he spends it, how he saves it, how he invests it, and how he protects it. So now, am I being fast? All right, let me come again. Personal finances refers to how Maxwell manages his money, how he earns it, spends it, saves it, invests it, and protects it. Now, why are we doing all these things? To meet our financial goals and build a secure future. That is what personal finance is all about. There are 5 strong pillars that we must have in personal finances. We must aspire to build these things. So if you are still an undergraduate, you still have more years in this school, make sure that after this training, you go back, sit down, and put plans in place to build these pillars. Because in the long run, they will help you. They will really help you. Our goal is to what? Transform your mind so that we have leaders that can stand and say, come on now, what are the necessary things that are needed in this school that we can finance? Someone told me something some time ago that financially, now I like comparison because it helps me to grow. That financially, you cannot compare Umudige students, Umudites, to those students. That now, forgive me for saying this, the person started with a negative tone, that in Yahoo, and then they can shut pass. Now, in normal systems to build financial intelligence and make wealth, and then they scale pass. I was like, after collecting the votes that they gave us, that we are glorified secondary school, please, we need to arise. So now, there are, please make sure you pin down, highlight these keywords. How you earn income, your spending, expenditure, your savings, your investments, and your protection. I will show you how I lost all the money that I got through these financial pillars. I got all these insights, these learnings from Rich Dad Poor Dad and this man, Napoleon Hills. A lot to learn to do. Are you with me? Now, before we touch down, I'll be highlighting those stuff in the second teaching. But we are about to learn the 3 Ds of personal finance. See, if you want to go far in life financially, you need to have these 3 Ds in place. Woe unto you if you are not penning these things down. You know, when I was preparing this, and I don't want to sound like a preacher, but I'm a believer. So while studying, God taught me something. He took me back to what happened between Joseph and Pharaoh. Now these 3 Ds played a huge role. And I had to study some persons that have built businesses and companies. What are the things that they did? These 3 Ds, they are still highlighted in their lives. Now, I need someone, a volunteer leader, please. Fast. I need a volunteer, please. I need a volunteer. All right, very soon, my next volunteer, I'll be pointing hands. So, but for now, let me give you the benefit of doubt. I need a volunteer, just one person. You guys are afraid. Thank you. Please put your hands together for him. I said, put your hands together for him. It's not easy. You want us to stand. Can I have a microphone, please? I would love to ask people, what is one thing, one precious thing you would love to get if you have the money at least? If you have the money now, don't bother about how much it costs. If you are giving the check now, just go get one thing and visit. There's no time. This one you are thinking about.
Absolutely nothing.
Huh? You don't mind? Nothing.
I can't think of any precious thing I can say.
Okay, nothing that you don't anything. Do you have anything that you can get in town that you need?
That I need. Yes, a laptop.
Yes. Put your hands together for him. Now, I'm going to show you why he has not gotten the laptop yet and how he's going to get the laptop. But now, I have a question. I threw this question on my WhatsApp status some time ago. I was asking them, and many persons responded. If an employee, let's say he's earning 50,000 naira every month, and he saw one Tesla online, and he wants to get that Tesla. So the first thing he did was, how much is the Tesla? The Tesla is worth 25,000 million. So that's 25,000 million. $25,000. Okay, let me bring it down. 25 million. How long will it take the employee to get that Tesla? 50,000 every month. Yes. Please, the protocol. Please, we need to stand by because this is going to be an interactive section. But why we wait?
The answer is never.
Never. Okay.
41 years, 6 months, and 6 days.
My God. You got ChatGPT? My God. Calculator. Thank you so much. All right. So, we are going to get to that. I want you to have this question at the back of your mind. The first thing that is needed is decisions. Why many of us are broke and not taking full responsibility is that we've not decided to learn about personal finances. While I was broke in school, like I told you, is that I did not give attention to it. I aspired. See, let me tell you, I had dreams. Hey, in my 300 level, I told myself that before I graduate, I must have up to 500,000 naira in my account. But I left school without 25,000 naira in my account. Decisions are very, very important. Now, I want you to picture this. How you get, sir, are you with me? Now, how you get to the gate and order the laptop, how you get there, and how fast you get, even whether you reach that store, all depends on these 3 things I'm about to share with you. First, decisions. Will I go or not? We all desire to have financial stability, but we ask ourselves, how far? My parents are still sending me money. Let me still be enjoying their money. Will I still go and get this or not? It takes decision to wake up from your bed, dress well, to be here. You all decided to be here today, am I right? So why can't we decide to have financial stability? Now, there is a difference between decision and desire. Desire is just a mere wish, while decision is a strong desire backed up with structured plans. Are you with me? So you see why we all confess one particular thing. We all confess that at so age, we are meant to have these things in our life. But we do not get it because we've not made the decision. All we have is the desire. Are you getting that now? Now, please can we all put our hands up? Our hands, all leaders, please can we get our hands up? If you had, at the beginning of this year, a New Year resolution, please let your hands be standing. If you know you didn't have, please gently bring it down. Just gently. Thank you for the hands that are up. Now, if today's date is what? See, you don't need to bring your hand to check the dates. All hands to be up. It's 26th of what? April. So if you are still keeping 70% of the resolution you gave yourself, I did not give it to you. You gave it yourself. If you are still keeping 70%, please keep your hand upstanding. If you know you are not keeping 70%, gently respect yourself and bring it down. So for the person that are keeping 70%, you decided to. decided to. Now, down to the next, because our time no day. Now, down to the next thing. The next thing that is highly needed, after making the decision to wake up in the morning to be here, you did not teleport your way here down here, did you? You disciplined yourself to be here. Moving from your hostel to here is not easy, but you need discipline. Why many of us, we made the decision because what you do by having a New Year resolution is to make a decision because you've structured everything down. But you need the staying power to continue. Now, I call discipline, I'm rushing because of my time, will I follow through? It is not easy to continue from your hostel down to this place, is it? It's not easy. Now, how long it will take that guy to get the Tesla is if he has decided to save for the Tesla. 1, 2, if he's willing to make a structured plan in the decision, okay, how much am I going to be bringing out of this, my earnings every month, and how much will I be saving for the Tesla? That is 2. Now, the ability to continue, which is what? Decision. Am I going to be able to commit to always depositing this amount consistently every day to achieve this financial goal that I have? You see that now? You see why most of us are not financially stable? Now, in the course of this teaching, you also make decisions. But what will give you the results that you need is your staying power, the discipline that comes with it. Being financially stable is not easy. Come on now, especially if you are coming from a family that is not financially buoyant, because demands will be placed on you. Are you with me? Are we together in this learning? So, decisions and also discipline is highly needed. Now, please, in the place of decision, I want you to write this down. There are key things I wanted us to pen down. Your money decisions today will shape your financial condition tomorrow. However your financial condition is now are the products or the results of the money decisions you made before now. Many of us would have had 100K sitting on our account if we made the decision to save 2K every single week. Are you with me? The second thing you should write down is your financial journey begins with your decisions. Now, in discipline, this is quite interesting. Do you know that 2 persons can be earning the same amount of money, but after 1 month, one will be broke and the other one will still have some money to save? Hope you are aware. It's the decision and the discipline that are needed. But there is one element that is still missing. Are you with me? Now, in place of decision, please write this down. Decision is doing what you plan, even when it's not convenient. Very, very important. Now, I want us to respond to me by saying lack. Whenever I say lack of, you say discipline. Are we together? Can we do this? If I finish saying a sentence and I end with lack of, respond with discipline. Are we together? Can we do this? Can we do this? Alright. Now, first thing, you say you will save 5K monthly, but you touched it at the end of 2 months. Lack of discipline. You plan to budget, but you keep buying data without even planning. Lack of discipline. You want to learn a skill, but you keep spending your data on TikTok and Instagram. Lack of discipline. Papa, it's not that you don't have the money, but you've not disciplined yourself to curtail how much you spend on data. When they had the increment, when they had the increment on the cost of data, I thought that Nigerian students will reduce the amount they spend in data. Baba, we still continued. But we all aspired that to save for a particular laptop. You see that now? Most of us, we visualize, we pray, God help me with the laptop. God has given you wisdom. To whom much is given, much is expected. If you cannot be diligent in little, he said in big thing and be diligent in. He has given you the little pocket money. The side hustle you are doing, save it and scale it. Not waiting someone to a laptop. It is discipline that is causing most of us not to achieve our financial goals. We've all made the decision, but the discipline has not been put in place. Now, the last thing, very, very important, you can make the decision, be disciplined enough, but if you are disciplined in the wrong direction, Baba, you will still remain broke. Direction, very, very important. When I got to realize this, I now noticed why I had 198,000 naira sitting in my account, and I knew, oh God, child, that is not all to share. But because of we are leaders, yeah, and I wish my brother was not here, so I would have better shared it with you guys. But there are young man, not that cast me in my family, but now, see. How many of us, well, many of us were not listening to that time. How many of us heard about crime votes? Or let's go lights? What about it? Ponzi scheme. Ponzi scheme made my money. Now, I made the decision that I want to invest. And I was disciplined enough to always invest in the platform. Mama, I lost it because it was in the wrong direction. Now, let me tell you something. If you want to be here, now let's say 3 students want to be in this event. They left hostel, club hostel. One follow the pathway from the hostel, rounded and just hostel, from PG side, heading down here. And then I'll follow that short cut, that gate side, that chain side. And the other one, upon heading, getting to Vet College, branched and rounded and admit, all to be here. Who will get here faster? The one that followed the shortcut that followed the path. See, the direction you follow will determine how long you will get to your financial goal. Many of us have not gotten to our financial goal because we are investing in the wrong platforms. Are you with me? Prime vote, oh God, Jesus. Even when my roommate introduced me to this platform, Prime Vote, that he cashed out 15,000, and I'm like, Jesus, with how much? He told me 2.5. 2.5, 50K shut down. I told him, he told me to join him. I said, no, I have to pray. I prayed though, and they chopped my money. After praying. So what really happened? Lack of understanding. I learned something from one of the richest men in this world. He said he's the baddest investor on planet Earth. Go do your research. He said, never invest on what you don't understand. Whatever you do not know and understand, put your money not there. And that's what Warren Buffett. In any platform you do not have an understanding about, please let them carry their money and go. Platform right for get my money. That's it, Wahala. Let's go like go to their own and still get my money. Everything I have. To the extent, I was kicked out of my lodge. Because of we carried Jesus, we carried 60,000. Our lodge fee, and we deposited in the wrong direction. And these people, they don't even have conscience. They don't even know that the student that money will help. And everything what? My landlord kicked me out. Baba, they kicked out high power. The truth is that we all think that everything is prayer. True wisdom is a house built and not by prayer. I was coming from exam prayers, seeing my roommate outside. Baba, what is happening? Landlord don't lock door. For 3 days, I did not take my break. I was still attending exam. I was kicked out because I did not understand these things. Please, as much as it depends on you, make the decision today to be financially stable. How much are you going to be saving for that assignment, for that goal? Now, take the discipline. That is the system. Please give me a little time. That is the system I devised for myself to be disciplined in saving. I don't like staying with money, especially when we have siblings. And I always, the other day, I was coming back from class. No, not class. I was reading. And I received a message from my little kid, my little sister. She sent me a very heartwarming message in our WhatsApp platform. Please, my roommate has traveled for Easter, and my charger don't want. If you should help me out. And as first born, easy demands. And I don't want her to be in a situation where she, begging other persons. So what I did, because I know I'm an emotional giver, this is something I want to kill in my life. So what I did is, whenever money comes into my account, before it is coming, I've spent it. As it stands now, I have no money in my account, but I have investments. What I did to build discipline is, immediately the money is coming, I have already calculated how much it cost me to get that, to do that work, because I'm a video editor, and for you to edit a video, there are things you must pay for, and I've removed my tithes. The next thing is, I am saving for two things. I have sinking funds for NXP Impact Seminar to make sure that we do not beg for money, and I also have courses I must take. I wanted to take the master's course on leadership. I was accepted, but to make the financial commitment, I told myself, actually, if you're going to Jerusalem, I will see. So whenever money comes into my account, I have this one pay is helping us now. Can you all hear me? One pay is helping us now. So whenever money comes in, I move it straight. I move more than 50% of the money. I don't care. So my one pay goes safe. And that one pay, you cannot withdraw money 4 times a year. So I cannot touch that money. If you call me and tell me they are killing you tomorrow, I'll tell you I don't have money. But if I had the money in my account, I can help you and talk to you. But if I tell you I don't have money, because I cannot withdraw what I have. This cannot be assist. Are you with me now? These are systems you should put in place. If you know you cannot go to Congo, you can have someone, an accountability partner that withdraws your, not your boyfriend or girlfriend. Are you with me? Now, in conclusion, I believe the protocol has given me a conclusion. Make sure you write this down. Direction is your financial strategy. It determines whether you build the wealth that you covet, you remain strong, or you go broke. Now, I want you to always remember this. You can decide to succeed financially, but without discipline and direction, you get lost. And that is the truth. Many of us have decided, but we have not disciplined ourselves, and we are investing in the wrong platforms. If time permits us, if not that, we have to structure this training in a little time, just to give you, it is called building financial foundation. I have taught us what we call investing in S&P 500 and mutual funds. Like God, there is a level you get in investment. You now see that if you are saving, you are the one losing your money. You should try to invest. No money, you will not get to get. So now, please, in the course of this training, or before you end this place, decide to financially responsible. Develop the discipline to act on your goals. It's not about having, I want to make 100,000 at the end of the year. Put structured systems to ensure that even when you are broke, even when you are sick, you are saving your money. And last but not the least, choose the right direction with wisdom and knowledge. Ask questions. Ask questions. Do you know that you can start up a business with your 85,000 naira? I did. Now this is not to brag. Some time ago, I was beyond broke. I was on lockdown. That was strike, that was strike. I didn't have money. I had to borrow 4K from my friend. And I started that. That was data paper. So I made over 150,000 naira. You can partner with a friend that has a business. I have a lot to teach you, but because of time factor, I have to teach you how to utilize that little 5K that you are saving. Instead of just getting it devalued. Don't you know that your money is devalued in your account, in your current account? Do you know? You can buy shares from a company if you are aware. Many students don't even have shares. You are using all these phones without shares. We need to analyze. We need to learn. So I do not have. Oh my God. Alright, this can be start. As I continue, I've taken notes from my time. This can be start. And I want to be active. I told us that we are going to learn in this course of these things, and I'm going to learn from you. Alright. Can you hear my voice? Can you hear my voice? I want you, and if you have our writing material, I want you to write down 3 things, 3 financial goals that you want to achieve by the end of 2025. Put it down right now. I will just give you 10 seconds to write it down. I bet the all stand for this activity. It's a wonderful one. Are we done? Just like that. Or you can better say, you don't know what before the end of the year. Before you graduate, these are my financial goals. Write them down. Three financial goals that you have. Even if it's the white test at 30 million, just stick to it. I have a prospect. When this guy bought the laptop, they are all like, how you get actually these things? When this guy was revealing these things, I'm like, how far? You are a power in a fellowship, and other powers are good, and you are scared. What do you know that we do not know? There are systems and structures we should put in place. Now, have you all done that? Have you all done that? I want us to look at the neighbor beside us. The person at your right, give him your daughter to go through your financial goals. If you believe you can do it, give it to the person. Why are we scared? Why are we scared? Did you write 30 million? Why are we scared? They will not connect you. They are all because of money. So please, let's do this. I understand. You are scared. But now, look at the goals you gave yourself. When you get back home, sit down. What do you want to do in your life in the course of all these things? And put down systems and structures. Because you've made a decision already. It's fasting, stage 1. Put down a systematic structure of how you are going to discipline yourself to save and to invest. In the course of this next section, I'll be teaching you how to save to invest. Yes, you can save to invest. So you also practicalize everything you want. All the things I'm sharing with you, I learned it. This school at place. If I knew all these things come up now, before I graduated, but you come back to me and you have my house. Not right. So please can we just put our hands together? Thank you so much. Okay. Please, if you have any questions, you have 5 minutes and you can decide. With regards to the rules in language, is there anything you want me to clarify or you have a misunderstanding that you want clarity on? Please just have 5 minutes to say that. Any questions? I'm here for you. Bring all your questions. If there be anyone I can tackle, call your help us. Please go on. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for that wonderful question. Please can we put our hands together for? Now, in the course of, I taught you about the 5 pillars which I will be zooming down on in the next section. The first pillar is income generation. For you to be able to, you want me to zoom into my teaching or open my book? Well, we'll get down to that. For you to be able to save, you must earn. You cannot save what you do not have. Are you with me? So in the course of that, I will teach you about why your income generation is very, very important. Because that is your first, in fact, in your financial life, your income generation is the first thing that starts the game. If you do not have any income or any income generation pattern or anything that brings in money into your account, you do not have a financial life. Financially, you are dead. A few of us here are dead financially. But I believe in the course of this section, in the course of these trainings, we will come back to life. Can someone say amen to that?
Amen.
So in the next teaching, I will teach you about income generation leading to how to save from your income generation. What do you think? So that I can elaborate more on that. Any other question? This one you guys are all silent on me. Any other question? Seems like you guys are financial moguls. Alright, so in the Okay. We have to so that we take these two and we'll call it a day for section one. Please go on, sir.
Yes, you said something about discipline, reading personal finances. The truth is that we are human beings. Is there any way we can discipline ourselves? Like, if we use are not discipline ourselves, I think it's nearly impossible. Because all of us here, when this is almost all of us had new resolution, but it's actually discipline. And we actually make effort to discipline ourselves, but along the run, we just fell out. So is there a way that we can stay on that discipline?
Thank you very much. James Clear taught me something. How many of us have read this book, Atomic Habits? Little actions leads to big rewards. We all rise to the level of systems that we set for our lives. If we want to be financially disciplined, in fact, disciplined in any aspect, it is not achievable by just having goals, but putting systems in place. I was asking a friend, you are saving for a course. How are you disciplined enough to make sure you will see? Because that course is expensive. He told me, sir, PalmPay, it is easy to withdraw that money. OPay is easy. In fact, I have to open cheaper cash account. To withdraw from cheaper cash. He told me that he went to a bank, opened an account and requested for no ATM. And no, he cannot use USD. So whenever money comes into his account, the first thing he does is to transfer it into that account. When he realizes that the bank is not believing in this school, it will be difficult for him to withdraw, even when he's broke. So that way, he's structuring himself that, Baba, I must fix my budget. I'm living on a budget. So whenever money comes, he said that his parents, they send him 20,000 naira every month, but he has other side things that he does. So that 20,000 naira, he removes a fraction to save for that particular course. So whenever he moves it into that account, it is not coming back again. Because for him to go and withdraw it, he needs to take bike or keke down to town to go to that bank and withdraw. Certain systems and structures. I knew that the truth is one of the things that challenges I had as a student is food. All right, food moves me. So whenever I have money in my account, first thing, so you must eat now. But I told myself, Baba, I have to save. There are a lot of things, courses I must take. I want to become an expert in communication. So what are the certifications that will back what you are doing? There are courses that I reached out to them. They told me, Maxwell, you must register. And it costs money. Parents, my father does not believe in speaking. They will not give you money for those things. You need to save to invest in those courses. So for me to save that, I need to put a system by devising the old the old save system. Are you with me now? And also for NSP Impact Seminar, one thing we are putting in place is to make sure that whenever we generate a revenue, we have a sinking. How many of us are aware about this concept, sinking fund? Do you have one? A sinking fund is actually a fund an account you open and you are saving gradually for a future expenses. We know that we are going to be having Impact Seminar every month. So we are having a sinking fund for all our events. Whenever money comes in, whenever we generate revenue, we are saving it in that sinking fund for future. So we cannot take it, we cannot touch it. It's putting systems and structure in place. Another thing, financially, make sure that the money you are saving, you are not putting it in the same account with the money of your expenditure. Baba, it is easy to take from there. God will understand. That's what we used to say. Are you with me now? So putting systems and structures. One of the things that will also help you in putting systems and structure, I wanted to say earlier on, you see, financial understanding is not a generic concept. It's a unique concept. You must, first of all, if I sit you down, first of all, what are your assets? What are your income generating platforms that you have? That way we can now devise what are your financial goals. That's, oh my God, that is what we call EPG, your emergency fund, your big projects, and your goals. These are what we say. You are making me enter my next teaching. So when I will ask you all these things, we'll now understand how much you can save and the systems that are best for you. If he gives you an advice on what works for him, it might not work for you because you have different goals and possibly you have different income. Are you with me? Are you with me? Have I answered the question? So please, I'll have to leave for yours.
Good day, everyone. My name is Ubewu. So, my question is, in terms of saving, at times health challenges, health poses a challenge. Let's say you're suffering from something like that in here. So, how can we attend to our health and also succeed on our savings? That is my question.
Health comes as an emergency. Please do sit down. Please put your hands together for us. Thank you so much for that question. You know, some time ago, something happened in my life. I was working with my system. Our media he knows this. So I was working with my system just crashed. I was making a video, it just crashed. I had to reboot it, it crashed again. The thing that came to my mind is, which kind of village school is this? Nothing happened to the system, it did not fall. Nothing like electric shock, it just happened. Life will happen. It is called an emergency. One thing I was taught in the course of learning financial freedom is, as a human being, make sure you have an emergency fund. Now, at that state of mind, when I realized that my system wasn't working, many students will not drop the system now. Say, my uncle sends me money. I'll look for my father disturbing my hand, my sister will maybe send them a call. But I will not send you, will not talk to you anything. He has other things to do. What help or many persons start borrowing? What will save you from disgrace in the future is if you have an emergency fund. It's the first E in savings. Why you save? I mentioned it earlier. EPG. You have an emergency fund. Great. For me, I personally have an emergency fund. What you are going to be doing in that emergency fund? Whenever your parents are sending you money, allocate a portion, even if it is disciplined, even if it's 1K every month or every week, depending on how the income comes, you are sending it into that personal account for emergencies. You don't use it for data. You don't use it for offering. You don't use it for school runs. You use it for anything emergency. Your phone got spoiled, there. Health, there. They called you to come back home and they did not send you transport. It's an emergency, there. That's where we are becoming financially what? Intelligent. And we are putting systems and structures to handle our finances. Are you with me now? While we are taking our time to teach you this, is whenever you are communicating to your uncle and you are using all these terms, they'll be like, this boy will know these things. The other day I was speaking with my uncle, I started using some key and industry key terms financially. Start telling him about frugalities in FST, in NSP. Start telling him about sinking funds, and I was like, my goodness, we have to do all these things. I have to shut up my mouth. And at the end, he told me he was sponsor one of our programs. When people listen to how you communicate as a leader and how you are using all these key terms, you understand them. So you know whenever emergency comes, you know where to put the money from. Are you with me now? You can, most of us, see, okay, thank you so much. Access Bank is there. Money Point is there. PalmPay and OPay is there. Choose one account that this one is for emergencies. And discipline yourself to make sure that account, there is a function in all accounts that you dare not touch it at a particular point in time, and you call it emergency. Have I answered the question, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. So thank you so much for having me. And make sure you do apply all your plans. I am Maxwell Friday once again. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Please, can we do that better? Thank you so much, sir. I'll add this: stick to your financial plan and avoid any impulsive decisions, please. And also have good financial directions and make informed decisions. And trust me, you are already on your way in achieving financial discipline. I pray that we all do well in our financial discipline in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, so you said something about being an emotional giver. Sir, you said something about being an emotional giver. Please
right?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, as a student, you know how important it is to have career, right? And I don't have career. And it will cost me, a plate of curry is like 3,000 naira, if I'm not mistaken. Sir, so please, can you help me get curry?
I think I'm killing the emotional part.
You don't have to kill it yet. You can answer this one, then you can kill it after it. Right? Please, what I said, is it wrong? No. So, sir, are we good?
After the seminar, we'll talk about it.
Is that right?
It's not in my budget for me.
All right, moving on, we are having our next student discussion. Yes, and please, I would like each and every one of us to pay close attention to it. I'm going to tell us the story, and then I'm going to ask us some questions. So please, I'm very sorry it's going to be long, but just try and pick one or two from it, even as I ask my question at the end of it. Chuka is a 300 level student of mechanical engineering in Muayu. He's smart, driven, and from a humble background in Enugu. Can you all hear me?